The Lost Battalion is a fact-based war drama that depicts with historical accuracy the men of the American 77th Division, 308th Battalion, and how they were trapped behind enemy lines during a 5-day siege. In 1918, during the closing weeks of World War I, former New York lawyer Major Charles Whittlesey and his battalion were assigned by General Robert Alexander to a suicidal attack against the German forces. The battalion ended up surrounded in the Argonne Forest in France, while suffering major attacks from the Germans between October 2nd and October 7th. Major Whittlesey was under the impression that his flanks were supported, however their support retreated, leaving them to fight alone. His communication with the 77th Division headquarters was cut, leading him to hold his position. Despite countless enemy attacks, American artillery mishaps, lack of food, water, and ammunition, the 308th Battalion never surrendered. The only inaccurate points made in the film were the nickname Lost Battalion and the fact that it wasn't an actual battalion. There were actually 2 companies that made up the stranded men, totaling around 500. They also weren't lost per se. The headquarters knew their location in the forest, it just took them longer than expected to be rescued. One major factual aspect would be the nationality of the men in the 308th Battalion. Most were Italian, Polish, and Jewish immigrants from New York. Most were poor and worked at low-paying jobs like pushing street carts or in factories. Ironically, Lieutenant Leake, who was supposed to be with the Texas Regiment, noticed this trend.
Lieutenant Leake?
Yes, sir.
I'm Captain McMurtry. Welcome to the 308th.
Captain, there must be some mistake. I'm supposed to be in a Texas unit. Most of these boys are from New York. I just don't understand a word these city fellas are saying.
You don't have to understand them, Lieutenant. They have to understand you. You call off those names, you get them on that truck.
Athanasikas. Yoder. Yoder. Pasta? Lapasti. 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 Kratashinsky.
Another factual element would be the brutal attacks made by the Germans on the Americans during the 5-day siege. They dramatically outnumbered the American forces, who suffered many losses both at the hands of the Germans and when the American Air Force accidentally bombed the region they were trapped in. Nevertheless, the Germans used intense war tactics like firing out, which occurred less than 24 hours before the men would be found.
You're not gonna hit anything like that! Give me some ammo!
Oh, buddy.
By October 7th, after 5 days of hell, reinforcements finally arrived. Major Whittlesey stayed with his men while they moved out. He was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor for his efforts in keeping his men alive during hopeless conditions. Some other notable privates received awards as well.
Major Whittlesey. There's going to be promotions and commendations for everyone. No wonder our airplanes couldn't find this place.
Well, your artillery certainly found it, General.
Where's the rest of your battalion?
Sergeant Gedeke, we couldn't find enough of to bury. Lieutenant Schenk's platoon is somewhere out there. I sent him to link with the French that you said were on our flank, General.
These are acceptable losses.
Not to me, sir.
I understand your feelings for your men.
You said our flanks were supported, And you ordered my boys to attack. You said supply would catch up with us, which it did not. Is that acceptable to you?
Yes, that's acceptable to me. We were able to break through the German line because you held on here. Because you held on here like a thorn in their belly. Major, you did an incredible job out here. But you had 600 men to worry about, and I had 20,000 sent into action. I have to live with that. I sent for trucks to bring your men back. They've been through hell.
You'll never know what they've been through, or what they can or they can't do. They're better than you, General. They're better than me. They always are.
Let me take you and your officers back in my staff car.
That's not acceptable, sir. I'll stay with my men.
I understand.
Men! We're moving out!